Hi guys, this is Naomi Smith and I really want to welcome you to my YouTube channel, Home Inspired. It's my desire that this channel would impart vision and grace to you in your journey toward home. I really hope you enjoy it. Guys, so I wanted to get on here and share a little bit more about what I learned from Spain. In the first video called The Crown of a Crown, I expressed how I processed how I learned about the design of male and female and how beautiful it really is, and how we are both male and female created in the image of God to express something unique about his characteristics and his heart. In this one, it's not so, light because it's talking about the fall. And my mentor, Darrow Miller, who I was with in Spain, does an amazing job of kind of distilling down how lies have affected cultures. So on the one hand, so both in overall, the lie that is believed is that men are better than women. But it expresses itself in two ways. So on the one hand, it expresses itself in chauvinism and sexism, and it crushes women. And so that would result in some of like the honor killings that we see today, domestic violence, gendercides that happen where in nations where women will even just kill their own daughters or abort their daughters because of their gender. So there's this hatred for the feminine because it's seen as a burden and it's seen as lesser than, and it's not desirable. But on the other side is this expression of the lie, men are better than women, which is modern feminism. Not to be confused with maternal feminism, which was in the 20s. This was post-60s revolution, where women began to want to embrace and take on many of the roles of men, and in a real way say that they wanted to be men without maybe saying it. And so the result of that is that women disappear, maybe still being women, but not embracing the beauty of our design as nurturers and as life givers and all of those things. So that is where this poem is coming from. I want to be clear that I don't think that men are the problem. I think that we don't fight against flesh and blood. We fight against principalities and powers. And so there's this lie that's in the air that men are better than women. And both men and women have agreed with this lie. And it's resulted in a lot of sad things for nations. Nations have lost because of this lie, and families have lost. So here's my response poem. But all was not right after the fall. Her desire would be for her husband, and he would rule over her. Her dynamic was destined for struggle as the creation crashed into the stony reality of a life marred by sin and deception, a life disconnected from the designer. The Dark One built scaffolding, then edifices in the minds of men all around women's worth and value in their eyes. And as she looked to him, she ran into strong buttresses and defensive castles that protected the lie, we are better than you. Imaginations of men and women in the hands of the crafty one, selecting partial truths rather than embracing the truth, preferring self rather than preferring others. The worship of self created beliefs, created voices, created laws, created educations, all built around half-truths and stony, hard, cold lies. Death ensued, and death ensues today in a million ways. Death is the fruit of agreeing with such lies.